and today I'm here to bring you the end of the year reading tag. This is a quick reading tag. I feel like I have done this before, but then I might be wrong. I couldn't find it, but it feels very familiar. It could have been one of those videos that I filmed way back when and never edited and uploaded. I'm good at that. Anyway, this tag was created by Ariel Bissett and it's only 6 questions, so let's go. First up is, are there any books you started this year but you still need to finish? There are at least 3 that I've started that I actually would like to finish this year. First up is Launches by Brandon Sanderson. This one I started, I think, in May, and then I read it in June, and then I read some in August when I got back from the States. But I put it down in favor of Sequel September and then never finished it. So I'm hoping to be able to get to this one, if not in October, then at least November, because I only have about 100 pages left. Next one is a wishful thinking one, because I don't think that I'll actually be able to finish this one by the end of the year, unless I give it some serious priority. And that's Written in My Own Heart's Blood by Diana Gabaldon. I actually started this one in January, and I read it like a little bit here and there when I have time left at the end of the month. I don't want to start a new book or just before a readathon or something, or sometimes I read it in bed when I can't sleep because I can read it on my iPad and not turn on the light and keep my husband awake. I'm on page 298, but there are 822 pages, so this is going to take a little bit. This is, by the way, the 8th book to the Outlander series, the last published book. So I'm hoping to be able to get this done. I'd at least like to get another 200 pages done by the end of the year. If not the whole thing, that would be lovely. Maybe I'll make it a priority in November. I don't know, but it just takes so long. And lastly is one that I'd like to finish as part of Nonfiction November that I'm going to be doing next month, and that is Getting Things Done by David Allen. I'm about a third of the way in. This is one that I listen to sometimes while I'm at work as I'm preparing for my week, trying to get myself motivated. I do like the GTD method. I've never actually read the book in its entirety. I keep starting it and putting it down. So I'm going to try to finish it. I'm listening to it on audio. I don't know if I said that already, which makes it a lot easier to read. So there you go. I would like to finish that one by December. Then I feel like I'm, you know, responsible. Number 2 is, do you have an autumnal read that you like to read as you transition into the end of the year? Not particularly. I do tend to read more thrillers and paranormal books in October. I try to save them for October because they're not always my favorite. I do read them sporadically throughout the year, but mostly in October. So I guess that would be it, thrillers and paranormal, but I don't have a specific book that I read every autumn or anything like that. Number 3 is there a new release that you are still waiting for? There's a lot of releases that came out that I still haven't even bought yet or picked up or whatever, but yes, there is one, and that is The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. This is the 3rd and final book to the Fake Heir of the Folk series by Holly Black. I really enjoy Holly Black's books, and I'm excited for the potentially concluding novel. Why do I not know if this is the final book? I feel like this is the final book. Am I right or am I wrong? I have no idea. Anyway, that is one. I think it comes out November 4th off the top of my head. So that will be definitely something that will be on my Christmas list. Next up is, what are 3 books that you would like to read by the end of the year? First up is I Was Anastasia by Ariel Lowen. This was on my most anticipated spring releases video, I think. Did I make one of those? Maybe one of my last year releases. I don't remember when this came out, but it was on one of my favorite releases videos. And this follows the story of Anastasia. This is a historical fiction retelling. And more than that, I don't really know, but I read Romanoff this year, and I really enjoyed it. That was more of historical fantasy. This is more historical fiction, so I'm curious to see how this all goes down. Another book that I'd like to finish up is Beartown by Frederick Bachman. I read A Man Called Uva, and my husband is reading Things About the World I Should Tell My Son, or something like that. And he's really enjoying it, so I'm excited to read this one. I think, if I remember, this is about a town where a rape has occurred and the whole investigation and what that does to the small town. I heard about this from Krista from Books and Jams, and I was very excited to read it, so I was kindly given this for my birthday from my mom. If my birthday book haul hasn't come out yet, keep an eye out because that's coming soon as well. But I am definitely very excited to read this one. I love Frederick Bachman's book because I listened to A Man Called Uva on audio, so I never actually read a Frederick Bachman book. So I'm very excited to finally get my hands on one. And lastly is The Beauty and Darkness by Mary E. Pearson. This is the 3rd and final books to the Redmond Chronicles trilogy. I wanted to get to this to sequel in sequel September, but I never got around to it. I picked it up at one point, but didn't finish it because there wasn't enough time in the month. So I'm hoping that I will read this soon. I do have this available on audio, but I purchased this myself not too long ago, and I don't like to read the audiobooks for books that I recently purchased. I only do that for books that have been on my shelves for forever and I know I'm never going to read. So I'd like to try to read this one by the end of the year. Number 5 is there a book that could still surprise you and be your favorite of the year? No. I don't entirely understand this question, because if it would surprise me, then I wouldn't know about it anyway, I guess, if that makes any sense. But I have not had an incredible reading year as far as ratings on books go. There have been a few 5-star reads, but not nearly as many as the years before. So I don't know if I'm looking at books more critically or I'm just not enjoying a lot of the books that I've been reading. I'm hoping that would be lovely, but not that I can predict. I think Beartown could be one of my favorite ones, but I'm sort of expecting that, so I don't think I'd be surprised by it. So I don't really know how to answer this one, so I'm going to go with no. Lastly is, have you started with your reading plans for 2020 yet? No, because your girl likes to wait till the last minute to do those kinds of things, because I'm still trying to deal with 2019. So I'm sorry. That's it for the end of the year reading tag. If you've done one of these, leave it in the description box below so I can go check it out, because I love watching all of your videos. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have not yet, I would love for you to subscribe and hang out with me for a little while. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.